Hello and welcome to today's Tripreport. Today we are flying on British Airways on their A320neo from Madrid Barajas to London Heathrow, where we will connect to American Airlines 787-9 Dreamliner to Chicago O'Hare. But first, we must take the tram to the Terminal 4 satellite here in Madrid.
Please keep clear and hold on for departure. Train to gates M and S.
Ruega agarrarse a las barras. No olviden sus pertenencias. Por favor, sigan las indicaciones dadas por el personal del aeropuerto.
You are arriving at the station. Please hold on to the bars. Don't forget to collect your belongings and follow the instructions given by the airport staff.
After going through passport control upon leaving the EU, we go through the European staple duty-free section in the airport, where we get to our gate, where we will soon see a British Airways A320neo pull in from its flight from London Heathrow. Our aircraft today is Golf-Tango Tango Sierra Charlie, at this point, less than a year old A320neo, having been delivered to British Airways in February of 2025. This British Airways A320neo seat features average, if not somewhat below average, legroom. With the safety card in the seat pocket, we have USB and USB-C ports, a perhaps slightly smaller than average tray table, and then a menu in the card pocket, and finally your standard air vents and reading lights above. On top of that, there are also coat racks on the side of the seat.
Cabin crew prepare for a manual safety demonstration. Whilst the cabin crew take their position for safety briefing, please can I remind you that smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and the use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This includes the toilets which are fitted with smoke detectors. Personal device should have flight safety on whenever the seatbelt signs are on. It is fastened and adjusted like this and opened like this. For your comfort and safety, we recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times. If the cabin...
Well, for you One World Alliance fans, here's the tail lineup for you. I don't know why you'd be a One World Alliance fan of all alliances.
continued on today's service to London Heathrow's Terminal 5.
Mountain foamers out there, Spain is a great place to go. I mean, I'm kind of a mountain foamer after looking at this scenery for this whole takeoff. The only complimentary nourishment provided on board was this bottle of water and Walker's, I see British Airways, golden oat biscuits. They were quite crunchy. Inside the seat pocket, note not the card pocket, there were not one but two sick bags and our safety card. Card pocket, note card pocket, not seat pocket, included this little menu with items for purchase. We are on approach to London now because of the grey and dreary skies. All kidding aside, I would love to visit London. I mean, this approach was just beautiful.
Welcome to London Heathrow's Terminal 5. It's just approaching 11:30 in the morning. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. When it is safe to do so, please take care when opening overhead lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out, causing injury. You may now make and receive... Cabin crew, thanks very much. Doors to run across check, please.
We are pulling into for what is now Heathrow's newest terminal, Terminal 5, serviced solely by British Airways.
Weather outside, as I'm sure you can see out the window, a little bit drizzly at the moment, and a little bit of southwesterly breeze, but temperatures still up at around 10 or 11 degrees. We're parked here at Terminal 5. I can see the jet bridge coming over to the front left doors. We're going to open that for you in the next minute or two and get you on your way as soon as we can. Well, it's have to say then, it's been a pleasure having you on board this flight with us today. We hope you enjoyed it. I wish you a safe onwards journey and hope to see you again soon. Thanks very much.
We had a fantastic British Airways crew today. Really provided a nice first leg of our journey to Chicago.
Thank you.
And this is a sneak peek into what we'll be riding next.
Please, Airlines, please.
This and the fish and chips that I had were definitely the highlights of this layover. I mean, look at how up close and personal we are to this Emirates A380. Welcome to Terminal 3. We are now heading to our gate/holding pen, where unfortunately footage will start to become more sparse because my phone was dying and there were no chargers inside the holding pen of our gate area. Our aircraft was November 845 Mike Delta, another aircraft which was less than a year old, only being delivered to American Airlines in 2025. Honestly, I think Terminal 3 is due for a refresh. But enough of Terminal 3, it's time to board this bird. We are seated in 37 Alpha today, at almost the very back of the 787, a seat which I picked very intentionally because it's one of only 2 rows that are 232 on the 787 instead of 333. Look at all this space. Headphones were passed out to the passengers before takeoff, and waiting for us on the seat was a blanket and pillow. This was my first time flying on a 787 and experiencing these horrible window dimmers, which I will bring up again many times throughout this flight.
Many destinations across the globe, made possible by our dedicated team members, who all do it for one reason. In the unlikely event of an evacuation, leave all carry-ons behind and follow the lights quickly and safely to the nearest exit field. Remove the vest from the package like this. Put the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach the buckle.
This is potentially the coolest moment of this entire flight, and we haven't even took off yet. This is my first time ever in the flesh seeing a Concorde. How about that?
to offer you our international flagship lunch.
Legroom is pretty okay on this flight, aided by the fact that I can put my bag underneath the seat next to me instead of my own seat. There's also a recline and an adjustable headrest, as well as a seat pocket that is double layered, universal power outlets, a decent sized tray table is also offered that can be folded outward, like so. Above there is a literature pocket. Finally, the screen is not adjustable, but is plenty large and features more plugs on the bottom, including headphone jacks. Of course, the windows have the horrible adjusting blindness things, which, yeah, I hate those already. Finally, there are, of course, reading lights and air vents above.
Shortly, we will begin our in-flight service. We offer a selection of complimentary beverages. Wi-Fi service is available on this.
Alright, now checking out the in-flight entertainment. American Airlines offers plenty to watch in terms of movies that we can see scrolling by here, and also TV shows. One I'm always very happy to see on airplanes is Bluey. Music and podcasts are also available to listen to, as well as a decent selection of games. Though the most tragic part is that the in-flight map was not working. However, the screen did have a film on it which allowed it to be darkened at an angle. The card pocket features your standard sick bag, as well as a safety card. However, there was no menu. That was available in the in-flight entertainment. However, if your IFE is not working, I guess you don't know what you're eating. We have reached our cruising altitude, and that can only mean one thing. It's lunchtime, baby! And here on American Airlines, away from base catering, it's rather disappointing. Chicken with red pesto and rice is the main, as well as a cold bread roll on the side with compostable cutlery, as well as some butter and crackers with Laughing Cow cheese. A salad is also provided. Finally, for dessert, we have a brookie, which is worse than a cookie or a brownie, in my opinion. Just stick with one or the other. Also, a bottle of water and a drink of your choice is provided. The chicken was fine, but it was about the most average airplane meal I've ever had in my life. Now here's where I get frustrated with the auto-dim. It is the middle of the day in both the UK and the US. Why are the windows being auto-dimmed to a lower setting? No one is trying to sleep on this plane. Since the auto-dim windows are frustrating me, let's check out the bathroom. It features a changing table, but it's also kind of gadget-bonny in itself, as it has a wave-to-flush toilet. Why is that necessary? I guess it's fine. The bathroom is pretty clean overall, so that's not too bad. This is why I'm frustrated about the auto-dim windows. This flight was going far enough north that the sun would set and then rise again throughout this flight, but we couldn't see it because the windows were auto-dimmed dark. You'd think it's a midnight snack, but it's not. dessert was served. Making up for the brookie, we got some vanilla ice cream, which was honestly so hard that you couldn't really eat it for about 10 minutes after it was served. Pretzels were also served. I got the Charlotte version this time, and a beverage of your choice. Now my hack for American Airlines ice cream is take your pretzels and put them in the ice cream. It is so good. It's now been like this for hours. Can't make it brighter, and it will still be hours before I can. I would say spoiler alert, but this season's been out for months. Shows you how slow I am at uploading these videos. About 90 minutes before arrival, our pre-landing stack was provided. A drink of your choice was offered. I got orange juice alongside of this Hot Pocket-like thing, which I'm sure Jeb Brooks would appreciate. Very Hot Pocket-esque. Finally, the windows were undimmed, so we could see our approach as we were passing from Canada over the US border and across Lake Michigan into Chicago. Another legendary approach over a legendary city. Beautiful downtown Chicago. I would like to welcome everyone to Chicago O'Hare, and thank you all for checking out this Tripreport. I really truly appreciate it if you have made it this far, because these are definitely the most involved and hardest, longest videos that I make. So if you stuck around to the end, I really truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Though I do apologize, as now I'm going to have to get into a bit of serious MSB aviation mode, because I do have some things to discuss. Obviously, after this, I had another connecting flight on to Minneapolis, which was very nice. It was on an American Eagle on the U-175, although I do not have a trip report of that, and nor will I be making one, because I didn't film anything, as I was honestly too scared to. This flight was happening right at the beginning of Operation Metro Surge in the Twin Cities, and Renee Nicole Good was just murdered by ICE a few days before the recording of this video, and I was away out of the country, and for the first time in my life I was truly scared to come home. So I was not recording because I didn't know if there would be ICE agents in the jet bridge who would get mad at me for filming them or anything. It was a very scary time, so that is why there will be no trip report of that flight home. So I apologize for that. That flight was amazing though, so thank you to American Airlines for that and getting us home safely. But unfortunately, that will not be featured here. Although I'm very proud of my city for all that we've done to stand up for good in this world, and I encourage you to do the same as well. The fight isn't over, but we, the people, will win in the end. So, yeah, thank you for watching the video to the end and for listening to me here. I'll see you in the next one. Good night, kia ora, auf Wiedersehen.